Hello, it's Kate McDowell from Aligned Natural Health, and I'm talking to you today a little bit about weight, which is something that a lot of clients come to us, and that's something that they're concerned about, especially over the last 2.5, 3 years. This has become something that's become even more problematic for a lot of people. And a lot of the times, I come from a personal training background. I've worked with clients with nutrition and with exercise for a really long time. And there was a point in my life too where I thought that, eat less and exercise more was all that was important when it comes to weight loss. But ultimately, weight is a sign from the body. Weight is a symptom. And a lot of people don't recognize that. We look at weight and think like, "Oh, my clothes are too tight," or "Oh, I'm holding belly fat around my stomach." That's the problem. That's what I need to hone in on and really focus on just making sure that goes away. But this is a sign from your body. And weight can be a bunch of different things. It can be a sign that there's stress going on in your system because stress is something that's going to have a really big impact on your hormones. When we're stressed out, that means our cortisol is going to increase, which is our stress hormone. When cortisol is constantly high, or when it's elevated all of the time, high cortisol is also going to drive up blood sugar. Blood sugar brings up the hormone insulin, which is our fat storage hormone. So if we're constantly stressed out, we're constantly going to be spiking blood sugar and spiking insulin. And insulin takes the excess blood sugar that we're not using right away, and that's going to tuck it into our fat cells. And this can become problematic over time because this can lead to other hormone issues as well. When you're stressed all the time as well, your adrenal glands are responsible for making your stress hormone, cortisol. And when your adrenal glands get tired, they're going to lean on your thyroid. So, from a hormone perspective, these are three really big players when it comes to weight and when you're struggling with weight loss. And stress is often the big tipping point here. Cortisol is like the really big domino that when that one gets tipped, it can take out everything else. So it can, lean on your thyroid for support when the adrenals get tired. And the thyroid is responsible for controlling our metabolism. So people that say, "Oh, I have a slow metabolism. I'm not able to burn the foods that I eat. I look at a donut and I gain weight." That could be because cortisol is high, which is stress on your adrenals, which is causing stress on your thyroid, which is making it so that your body doesn't burn fat and burn calories as efficiently as it should be. So that's the hormone perspective. Stress is a really big player. There's also chemicals. So, chemicals and toxins can have a big impact on our body as well. Chemicals, a really big one here, things like chlorine. Chlorine is in the same family. If you think of the periodic table, it's going to be in the same column as iodine. And iodine is a really important hormone for our thyroid as well. Thyroid hormones are made up of units of iodine. There's tyrosine in the middle, which is why they're called T3 or T4, because there's one T and there's either 3 iodines for T3 or there's 4 iodines for T4. T3 is the active one, but that's a whole different life. But if your thyroid is struggling, that could be because of chemicals. And chlorine is something that we come in contact with multiple times throughout our day, a lot of the time. Chlorine is in bleach. So if you use bleach for cleaning, if you're around people that use bleach for cleaning, even just touching the surfaces that have been bleached, you could be coming in contact with chlorine. It's also in our tap water, in our drinking water. And if you shower in water that's not filtered, you're being exposed to chlorine as well. And when we're showering, we're going to absorb more chlorine than we do because it's heated. The air is heated in the shower, and so it's a moisture and it's being absorbed through our skin. And our skin is our largest organ in our body, so it's going to absorb a whole lot of chlorine. So chemicals are a really big one here as well. Mold is another issue that can cause the body to hold on to weight as well. Mold can get stored in our cells and in our tissues, and it can make it much harder for our hormones and our endocrine system to function properly, which ultimately can make it harder for us to lose weight. There's also radiation. This is something that I was struggling with a couple of months ago when I work with a quantum nutrition testing practitioner as well, and she found that radiation was a problem for me. I say this too as I'm on my cell phone, my laptop, and sitting in front of a ring light. We're surrounded by radiation pretty much every day. And since 2020, for a lot of people, the radiation levels have become higher because we've been doing a lot of things remotely. A lot of classes have gone online, a lot of businesses have become more online. We're more connected with people through technology than we were ever before. And this is going to lead to more radiation that our bodies are exposed to. And if your body's dealing with a lot of radiation and trying to cope with it, it's not going to be able to heal. And if your body's not going to be able to heal, you're not going to be able to move towards the results that you want as well. There's other factors for sure too that can be responsible for why your body's not able to lose weight. And this is why the old way of looking at things that even I used to use in the past of just, well, you just need to eat less and you just need to exercise more can be really problematic for people because A, this is going to cause more stress on the body. Dieting and exercise is a good stress, but there's a point where it's not going to be beneficial for you. If your body's already stressed out, it may not be able to handle the exercise at all, or you may need to change it to a means of exercise that's actually still going to be beneficial for your body. And dieting is stress on the body as well, which we often don't even consider. So, if weight has been a struggle with you for a while, what we need to figure out here is why. What is the cause? Why is your body holding on to the extra weight? Why are you having such a hard time losing it? And something that I hear from clients all the time and that I've experienced in the past too is sometimes nothing changes. Your diet is exactly the same. You're eating clean, you're exercising every day, you're doing all of the things that either A, should be helping, or that have worked for you in the past and they're just not anymore. And if this is the case, there's something else going on. It's not a sign that you need to exercise harder. It's not a sign that you need to diet harder. It's a sign that your body is calling out for help, and we need to figure out what's going on. And this is where quantum nutrition testing is really beneficial because we can tap into your body and test and see what is going on. What are the organs and glands in the body that need support? And what's the cause? What's the reason that they need this support? And then from there, we figure out what support they need to ultimately get back into balance. Because a body that's in balance is not going to struggle with symptoms. And a lot of the times when bodies are struggling with symptoms, it's either because there's something in there that doesn't belong. That could be the radiation, it could be the mold, it could be the toxins and the chemicals, could be heavy metals. Or it could be there's a sign that there's something missing that needs to be there for the body to function properly. This could be nutrients, this could be hydration, it could be rest. But if we're not figuring out what the cause is and handling that, we're never actually going to get you to the point where you're able to get the results you want in a way that's actually sustainable and lasting. So, if this is something that resonates for you, if you work for us, awesome. I'm so happy that you've reached out. But if you're looking for support, we'd be more than happy to help you. Send me a message. If you're on Instagram, grab the link in my bio, book your first call. This is where we go through your full head to toe assessment of your body to figure out what areas need support, what the cause is, and then we help you work towards getting back in balance. Or take a look at the link in the bio, in my in comments below if you're on Facebook. Reach out to me anytime if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to help you. And yeah, if anyone you know is looking for support, please share this. We have a special on for the month of February. You'll be able to access that in my bio as well. We're currently doing the new client special for $120. It's regular 200. So if you grab the link, you can check that out. You can get yourself set up and we can get you working on your way towards reaching your goals today. And otherwise, reach out if you have any questions. Hope you have a wonderful day and leave any questions in comments below. I'll check back later and I'll talk to you soon.